Hey gang, Roden here. Welcome on back to the Cade and another episode of Sports Saturday. It's week 3 of our revisit of Sega Sports NFL 2K2 in our great what-if scenario. What if the New England Patriots had never heard of and never drafted Tom Brady? Could we get them to the Super Bowl without him? So far, we're 2-0. We won a not-so-eventful game last week against the Carolina Panthers, 17-0. But this week is the one that we have to really keep an eye out for, because this was the week that changed NFL history forever. And actually, to be correct, this was the game, but it wasn't the week. You have to go back to September 23rd, 2001, Patriots versus Jets. And this was the game that New York Jets linebacker Mo Lewis on a 3rd and 10 tagged Drew Bledsoe as he was running out of bounds and knocked him out for most of the season. That allowed Tom Brady to come into the game and allowed the Patriots to become very quickly the dynasty that they were. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a crack at this game and see, hopefully, if history does not repeat itself, because, well, for one, there's no Tom Brady to save us in this game. I won't lie, I'm going to be concerned from the time this game kicks off to the time it ends as to if we can keep Drew from getting hurt. Now, the thing that a lot of people tend to forget about Drew Bledsoe was that 6 months prior to this game, he managed to have signed a then record 10-year contract with New England for $103 million. So he was very, very much seen as the here and now captain of the franchise and the offensive bell cow for at least the next decade. And to that point, he had proved it. He had taken New England to a Super Bowl. He helped them break a 7-year postseason drought. Until he got hurt, Drew was the number one guy. And again, we look at it now and think that, well, sure, he could have, anybody could have come in and taken over this team and let him do a Super Bowl. We had no idea. We truly didn't. That Tom Brady was going to turn out to be Tom Brady. Nobody knew. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying. The only person who really knew, and he's never been shy about it, was Tom Brady. But he still needed the chance. And you may not like Tom Brady. That's your prerogative. I mean, he's my guy. He's the GOAT as far as I care. Being a New England kid, growing up as a Patriots fan, doesn't get any better. But you cannot argue that he made the most of his opportunities in a way that few athletes and few people in this world ever really do. But be that as it may, we've got to stop the old Mariner Vinny Testaverde of Miami, Florida fame, of the U. And these Jets aren't bad. They really aren't. In 2001, they went 10-6. They ended up placing 3rd in the AFC East. But they also lost in the playoffs to the Raiders, who would go on to take on New England in the AFC Championship game in a driving blizzard here in Foxborough, which is still hotly contested for 2 reasons. One, you have the tuck rule play, and then 2, you have what is, for me, the greatest clutch kick that you'll ever see from Adam Vinatieri to tie the ball game, not to win it. That's what people forget. After the tuck rule, Adam Vinatieri had to kick a 40-plus yard field goal in a New England blizzard with driving snow and everything and get it over the goalpost to tie the game and force overtime.
Going to give away some great field position here, Dan.
Yeah, they're probably going to punt it away.
And he managed to do it. And growing up in New England as a kid, I used to play snow football in the dead of winter with my siblings and my friends. And I know how cold it is, I know how windy it is, and I know how hard it can be to do anything with a football in that kind of weather, let alone kick it. So you go clear across the field, and Troy Brown ran about 60 yards to gain like 8. But here comes Drew.
Have an opportunity here to take an early lead.
Well, we'll start it slow and steady this drive. We did really well on the ground last week against Carolina, so we might as well take advantage of it here. Oh, we got a seam. Big seam. And we're across midfield and into Jet territory.
Is really benefiting from some excellent blocking from his front line. That's what a coach wants to see.
Ball on the 35.
See if we can do that again here. Nope. They were ready on that one. We went nowhere. Which means we're gonna have to throw it.
Second and 10.
Oh, that helped. They jumped the gun. Offsides, we move up 5 yards. Keep it second down. Oh, yes. I will accept that.
Rick Lyle gets the encroachment call. You got to know where you are before the ball is snapped.
Ball on the 30.
All right, see if we can get ourselves a first down here. We do. Still running, and we are down just on the fringes of the red zone. So 2 runs and a penalty, and we are right at the 20. But we still have got to be willing to throw the ball. Yeah, we'll do a corner route. Because if I can't get it to the tight end as he's going towards the end zone, I can go off and try and get one of these wideouts. Ooh, except that was almost picked. They were sitting on that. I got lucky.
Before he threw there. It's all about reading the field, no matter how little time you have.
Peter, there were 3 guys playing that zone. I can't believe that was the best choice he had.
It wasn't. I saw him cut, and then I saw them close the zone. And that's the thing you have as a quarterback. You're like, oh, boy. Oh, and I got up and undered.
3rd and long coming up.
3rd down, 10 yards to go.
3rd and 10.
All right, see if we can do the comebacker here. Nope, so we're going to have to settle for 3.
Well, Dan, if it was up to me, I'd bring out the field goal unit. They're in a strong position to take the lead here.
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
What?
I'm talking about them, Peter, not you.
No-brainer.
Vinatieri lines up for the first quarter lead.
All right, so we'll line up the kick, and hopefully Adam will get this one on straight through. That'll work. Right down Broadway, we're on the board, 3-0.
Takes it between the fence posts for 3. Nice, solid kick.
Well, I wanted 7. I have to settle for 3, but Drew is still up and breathing, so that's a good sign. Oh, this will be a good kick.
This will send them deep.
All the way just inside the end zone. Will they return it? Yes, they will. Out he comes. And he gets poleaxed right at the 17-yard line.
And makes the tackle.
The Patriots know how important it is to keep the crowd noisy and enthusiastic, so they'll try to shut down these early drives.
The Jets will start this drive at the 16-yard line. They pick it up. Gets it off.
Oh, that was almost picked.
Play incomplete.
Vinny Testaverde got spooked into throwing early. That kind of vice-like defense can really squeeze out some bad passes.
By this point, Vinny Testaverde had been playing in the league, I think, if I remember right, since '85. So he's been in the league almost 16 years.
Gets it off. Forces him out of bounds.
Santana Moss could have justifiably missed that ball since it was thrown so high, but his time...
And he was one of those guys that coming out of the U in the mid-'80s was right at the apex of when that university was really contending for national championships every year. Oh, some Tatsamore pulled him forward when he tackled him. It's the one thing that's always bugged me about the physics in most football games is that if you're trying to hold a guy back
First and 10.
and you all of a sudden bring him forward, it's like, well, that completely defeated the purpose. I think that's a false start on the offense, which we will take that and back him up 5 yards. So it'll be first and 15. Nope, I won't accept that. And the guy we really got to pay attention to is the running back on this team, Curtis Martin, who was originally drafted by New England, but then left at a contract dispute and went to the Jets and became a Hall of Fame player. I mean, Curtis Martin, say what you will, but he was a great running back. He was one of the best running backs of his era. Very dependable, highly productive. He's the sort of guy that you could look at as an offensive player, or even as a football player in general, and go, yeah, if I could be like him, I'd be happy. And he was a guy who never got in trouble. I hated the fact that he went to the Jets, but you still respect the guy for who he was and what he did. So 3rd and 11, and they need a first down here.
Maybe a half step ahead of him. He was able to extend his arms and pull it in.
Yeah, he could have opted for a dive to ensure he got that ball, but he played it smart, staying on his feet.
Yeah, Martin ended up playing for 12 seasons. This time we got him. And Martin was actually a 3rd-round pick. He wasn't a 1st-round pick. He wasn't even a number 1 pick. He wasn't anywhere near it. But he played 12 seasons and then went to the Hall of Fame in 2012. And if I remember right, after Testaverde plays here in New York, he spent, I think, a year after Bledsoe left, because Bledsoe left after this season. They win the Super Bowl. Brady becomes the number 1 guy. Bledsoe goes to Buffalo and takes over the Jets. Or takes over the Bills, rather. And then goes and plays for the Cowboys. And retired a couple years later. We pick up the first down again. So running the ball is definitely paying dividends for us here.
Clean run. Ball at the 46-yard.
The thing is that after this injury and after, as we get to the end of the first quarter, after 2001, Drew he was not the same. And you have to remember, when the injury that he suffered in this game in 2001 against the Jets, it looked like he got a concussion, which, as we know nowadays, is not good anyway. But it was the way he got hit. He was standing up, and he got popped so cleanly right in the chest by Mo Lewis. And it wasn't a dirty play. Oh, he got sacked. And speaking of, Mo Lewis there with a sack.
Derails this train with a
But when
smart,
Lewis
smart
hit
play.
him,
Brilliant read of
the
offense.
force of it actually severed a primary blood vessel in his chest.
The play in the huddle.
Could be.
And it wasn't until after the game that coaches realized that Drew was in trouble. And when they took him to the hospital, they realized that the laceration in the blood vessel was so severe, he was losing a pint of blood an hour.
Incomplete pass.
Bledsoe had no choice but to throw that one away, Dan.
I agree, Peter. He was groceries there.
Sacked?
That's right.
Okay.
Sack.
Yeah.
It's now.
All right, 3rd and 16. We definitely need a first down here. And we got it. And it's his first completion of the ball game, 17 yards.
They picked up on the blitz right away, Dan, and I think that was the key to this play's success.
You got that right, Peter. They were more than ready for it, and they were able to buy time for their general behind the line. Pitches.
All right, good pickup on the ground. That's 6.
Second down, 4 yards to go.
Ball on the 37.
And really, as long as we're not fumbling the ball, then we can keep running it.
Escapes the tackle. The 40, the 25.
Oh, he's loose. Still loose. And down inside the 20. J.R. Redmond with a heck of a run right there.
J.R. Redmond covered a lot of ground on that play. That's a great run.
And that gives them the first down. Ball on the 16.
All right, let's see, we'll try this.
Crosses right. It's
Spins off him, and he's close to a first down as Bert Emanuel. So the 2nd and 3. And sometimes those short plays can be actually better served than trying to go back consistently with a run or going for an intermediate or deep ball. And that's the whole point of what's become known over the years as the West Coast offense. So we got the first down, and already JR's got 8 carries for 71 yards.
Got the yards.
We're only in the
he
first
needed to
half.
convert.
They know they can count on him to make those crucial conversions. Nothing flashy, just good football. All at the 3.
And he'll walk it in. Touchdown, New England. So that gives us a 2-possession lead with the extra point coming up.
Just needed the right hole to get inside, and he got it.
6 is 6, no matter how easy you make it look.
So get the point after out of the way.
We'll line up for the point after.
And we'll send that on through.
It's up. Vinatieri. The Patriots making a 2-score game. They're now up 0.
All right, we will kick this ball away. 9 plays, 67 yards in just under 3 minutes. I can accept that. Whoop, back it up here.
Vinatieri.
Oh, he's going to crush this kick.
And we're ready for the kickoff. What a kick. Kitchens.
He'll down that for sure.
Downs it in the end zone.
First down, Jets.
All right, well, let's see what we can do to stop Vinny and the Jets here.
The Jets will start out at the 20.
Oh, that could have been picked. That should have been picked.
Moss made a great catch there, Dan. That ball found its mark perfectly, with the runner just having to cock his head sideways and catch it.
He didn't have to work hard for that one. ball on the 29.
All right, see if we can stop him here on 2nd and 1. And he gets dropped for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Patriots currently in control and up over their opponent 10-0.
The other thing that people don't realize about this game in 2001 between the Jets and the Patriots is the Patriots lost. Even with Brady coming in to relieve Bledsoe after the injury.
98 comes in and makes the tackle.
It's going to be 4th and inches. New England lost 10-3.
Pass on 3rd down, get past the marker.
And they are well short of that.
No excuse. You have to know where you are on the field at all.
So we got a minute 45 here.
Away after a 3-and-out.
And I know he's going to let this clock run down. We're going to get the ball to start the second half. So if we don't score a touchdown here, I'm not too worried. But I would like to at least be able to try and get myself in field position. It's going to depend on where we get this punt return back to. So we'll let the clock matriculate down here. We'll probably snap it with about, 3 to go? Yep, 4 to go. All right, Troy. Still trying to get up there. But yeah, the Patriots through the 2001 season lost 3 of their first 4 games. They lost to Cincinnati, New York. They beat Indianapolis 44-13 in week 3 with Brady at the helm, and then lost to the Miami Dolphins 30-10. And then they'd go on to win 4 of their next 5 games, lose to the Rams, who they would then face in the Super Bowl. Oh, and Drew got hammered again.
You can't coach hits like that.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. I want a timeout.
Patriots take their first timeout and stop the clock.
And then the rest of the way, the Patriots won their last 6 games going into the postseason, including a rematch with the Jets.
The clock shows 49 seconds left. We have a penalty marker on the
Oh, and we got massive offside. So that'll stop the bleeding a little bit.
Sean Ellis gets the call for offsides. Those guys are so ready to rumble. Sometimes their reflexes get the best of them.
The clock shows 49 seconds left.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Spirals it right.
Incomplete.
Johnson was where he was supposed to be, but didn't make the catch.
Well, I think the quarterback owns that one, Peter. He threw it too far to the left to be catchable.
Had time to recalibrate those sights.
The clock reads 46.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Gotta get rid of it.
Well,
And almost picked off again. So Drew's only 2 of 7
disappointing.
for 24 yards. We came up totally bupkis on that drive.
Costello comes in and will punt for the first time this game.
So we're going to have to punt it away. Not entirely how I wanted that to go. And honestly, that's on me. I should have ran it a bit more. Taking advantage of it.
Coleman has it. The 30, 15. Comes in and makes the tackle on the return.
The Jets need to get their offense off life support here. A couple first downs would go a long way to that end.
34 on the game clock.
All right, it's 34 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're going to call a timeout.
Stop the clock.
Second down, 1 yard to go.
And actually, in 2001, Vinny Testaverde was not the starting quarterback of the New York Jets. Chad Pennington was.
Seconds left.
And Chad Pennington is... It would be easy for people to want to call Chad Pennington a bust.
He'll throw this one away. The pass
But really, he wasn't. The problem with Chad Pennington was that he got hurt in the same way that Brady got hurt. Or not Brady, but Drew Bledsoe did. But whereas
25.
Drew almost bled to death, like I said, Chad Pennington suffered a catastrophic shoulder injury. And they had to basically rebuild his shoulder once, if not twice.
There, first down.
But Vinny Testaverde ended up playing 21
Yeah,
seasons.
it's always nice to see a receiver who goes that extra mile.
Yeah, that's why receivers in today's
He played for the
NFL
Tampa
have
Bay
to be
Buccaneers,
world
Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens, New York Jets, Dallas Cowboys, New York Jets, New England Patriots, and the Carolina Panthers
Left. Caught at the 49. And the clock
before he was done.
will be a first down.
First down,
And that's after winning the Heisman Trophy in 1986 and being the first pick in the 1987 NFL Draft.
Clock reads 16. Gets it off. Hot sideline.
Pretty accurate day. No interceptions.
And Vinny's gone 10 of 15 for 69 yards so far.
second down, 3 yards to go.
They're going to try a field goal from way out here. Okay. Chip shot this isn't. And he missed it. John Hall.
Comes away with nothing on that long kick. Man, being a kicker is a tough job.
That was a very long kick, Peter, but I still think he thinks he should have made it. The clock reads 6.
All right, we'll see if we can get at least a little bit of traction here. I get up near midfield rather, and that will be the end of the first half. So it's 10-0 New England, and Drew Bledsoe has survived his first half of football against these New York Jets. But we still got a whole half of football still to play here. And Hall will belt this kick away. But it's returnable. Kevin Falk will bring it back.
Stops the return man in his tracks and makes the tackle.
The Patriots should stick with the running game. It's working for them.
First and 10.
Yeah, that it was. So let's start from there and build up this drive and see if we can't get some yards through the air as well.
Well, they rushed the ball.
They picked up 4, so JR rather has got 83 yards rushing at this
Run the
point.
ball effectively.
Second down, 6 yards to go.
Ball at the 27-yard line.
We go underneath the Redmond, and he picks up the first down.
Just get by the marker for the first down.
It's actually not who I wanted to throw it to, but I will take it.
Ball on the 33.
All right, set up in a nickel formation. Off.
Gets the sack. What a
And I didn't even get a chance to get that ball away.
A loss like that can really cripple your mental game. It's all about maintaining focus.
You're looking downfield trying to see who's open and who you can get the ball to, and then you realize it is way too late.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
So now they run a 4-3. So you got 4 linemen up front, 3 linebackers in the middle. And we barely got an inch.
Wicket hit on and just past the line of scrimmage. Third and what looks like forever coming up. 3rd and 18.
And if it weren't for the fact that I keep having to throw to my tight end, who I don't have Gronk, I don't have... And picked off. I had him open, and dude stepped right up and grabbed it.
John Abraham was right where he needed
John
to be.
Abraham, because I was backing up. My guy was right there, and he stepped up and went, "Thank you, I will take that." So now the Jets are in a prime field position following the turnover that I did not want to give up.
The Jets are on the field, and we'll see if their opening drive of this half is more successful.
And unfortunately, that was another thing about Bledsoe that did not ingratiate him throughout his career, was the fact that there were times when you knew that he could make incredible throws, and then for whatever reason, he just could not get out of the way of finding the guy with the wrong colored jersey. Now, he's not the first quarterback to have had that problem. He certainly won't be the last one. But he made up for it by his ability to throw and find the open man. And as I said, part of the issue I have with this game is that I can't really modify the offense to the sort of stuff that I like to run, which is more vertical. And part of the problem also is I don't really have receivers who are up to being able to do what I want. Like, we don't have Randy Moss on this team yet. He won't show up on the Patriots for another 5 seasons.
The Patriots are playing some stellar defense today. The defensive coordinator couldn't be happier, Dan.
And when the defensive coordinator is happy, the coach is happy.
Yeah,
So
when
it's
the
4th
coach
and
is
2,
happy,
and they're
next
going to
week's
go for the field
practices are
goal
a lot more
again.
pleasant.
It's about the same distance.
It's away.
And he whiffed it a second time.
He missed it. Wide
So
open.
John Hall, he's got the leg, but does not have the accuracy.
Uprights on a long, long kick.
Those long kicks are so tough because every little technical thing has to be just right. All on the 38.
All right, so we need a touchdown here with a minute 44 to go in the third to really ice this.
It's upfield. 45.
And that'll work.
Out there.
13 carries, 98 yards.
And let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10.
We'll try this one. Do a little screen pass off to the fullback.
Barely gets it. Doesn't let him get far and makes the tackle.
And only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
All at the 48-yard line. Straight up the gut.
Well, we're close to a first down, and he's up over 100 for the day.
No signs of slowing down.
So 106 rushing yards. I will take that.
2 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 2. Dodges a defender.
And another big run picks up 10 more. And sometimes that's the reality of playing football games like this, is that you have teams that are really good defending the pass, but they're not good against the run. And you have ones that are vice versa. You have teams that you can throw all over the field against, but they will not let you gain an inch on the ground. So we go to Brown. He picks up 5. And that should be the last play of the third quarter. So we go to the 4th. We are driving. We're in good position here. And I want a touchdown. I want 2 because I don't want to win the game 17-0 again. Be 2 in a row, and that'd be really, really annoying.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Spirals at middle. Ball is jumped.
And almost picked off again as that was tipped.
Drew Bledsoe threw the football into double coverage there. He's got a good arm, but I can't see how he would have made it through.
Yeah, I'll bet he could have found greener pastures elsewhere. It's 3rd and 5.
Close to the first down, but not enough.
Shows he's a guy you can trust with the ball.
4th down, 2 yards to go.
All right, so we will try this one. He made his first from 37 out, did Adam Vinatieri. This one will be from about 29. And a no-doubter again.
Kicks it in for 3. It's all about concentration on those medium-range shots.
So a 39-yard field goal for Vinatieri.
Wrong if you don't account for it.
But not so far that your teammates are going to forgive you if you muff it.
The Patriots are in control, but it's far from over. They're now leading to the tune of 13-0.
So still a 2-possession game.
And will kick it away. Hitchings has it. He'll make the tackle on the return.
As long as we can keep Vinny and the Jets from driving downfield and getting points on the board one more time, we should be able to put this one away.
Had the ball at the 24.
Because they need 2 touchdowns to win.
Throws middle.
Oh, he got it to Wayne Corbett. Wayne Corbett was an interesting story. He was an undrafted player picked up by the Jets.
That is so crucial.
And proved himself in training camp to be so determined to get on the team that one of the worst coaches in NFL history, Rich Kotite, said, named, if you said it to a Jets fan nowadays, he'll puke in his mouth. Not only did he end up making the team, he also ended up becoming a captain on the team. And I think still to this day has pretty much every team pass a receiving record for his career. He won't make the Hall of Fame, but he was one of those guys that, like Curtis Martin, it was hard to root against him because he had a good story. He's also the sort of guy that if you had him on your football team, he'd be a guy you'd root for because he wasn't big, he wasn't fast, but he was good at being in the right place at the right time to catch the football. In fact, if I remember it right, when NFL Network, they used to do their weekly, they would do top 10 lists. And they did the top 10 undrafted players of all time. If I remember right, Corbett came in number 10. So he's 4th and inches, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it this time.
Winding down, their backs are against the wall. They've got to go for it.
It would be an
Nope,
incredible
they're gonna
comeback
punt it.
if they could close the gap. They've got to convert here, and they've got to work fast. Tupa is ready for his 4th punt.
So we held him. And 2:40 to go. They're going to try and pin us way back. Except that was not, it was a powerful kick, but a high kick.
Makes the tackle on the return.
The Patriots are on target to cruise to the finish line. They just got to keep playing their kind of football.
All right, I still want to be able to get a decent pass off here.
Are on the field after the punt. They're up 13-0. Throws right.
He got it to Emmanuel.
Emmanuel managed to keep his hands on the football even after taking a mercy hit.
What? He got pounded there. You call that a mercy hit?
Yeah, because when you see it, all you can say is, whoa, mercy.
Ball on the 35.
All right, just for the 2-minute warning here. We pick up the first down, which is what we wanted. That's the 2-minute warning. So that stops the clock.
The defense is held and the offense has put up the points. So they lead 13-0. 17-0. Nearly gets it out.
Gets it over to Troy. Troy picks up 4 more. And now we got New York using their timeouts, which is what we want.
And stop the clock.
4 yards on the play.
I figure if I can pick up a little bit for Troy, or for Drew rather,
Timeout on the field.
Ball on the 44.
through the air.
Dumps it off.
There we go, first down.
The catch, and we're switching for more.
They can use another timeout.
The first down. The Jets stop the clock and use their second timeout. 1 minute, 47 seconds to go.
Now we go back to running it.
Escapes out of the backfield. 40.
Big pickup for J.R. Redmond. 144 yards on the ground. He's having a banner day. J.R. Redmond didn't have a great career. He was no Curtis Martin, that's for sure.
That was their last timeout. All on the 26.
But be that as it may, he has certainly been the workhorse for the Patriots today. See if I can get him over 150 yards. I should be able to.
Second down, 5 yards to go.
Clock reads 1 minute and 26 seconds.
He's a yard away from it. Well, he's got it. That's 150 yards.
Third down coming up.
4 yards to go.
Third and 4.
With a minute to go.
Crosses middle.
First down, Troy Brown.
To pick up the first down. Nice play.
The Patriots have got all the marbles when it comes to offense here. Really fun to watch, Dan.
But no fun to play against. Their attack is so strong and so balanced that they don't know whether to expect the pass or the run.
Still on his feet.
As you can see, they've got some problems stopping the run.
157 yards on the ground now.
It's just a bunch of individuals.
And now I really want him to punch it in.
Team game like the NFL.
We can score right near the end of the game.
Look how much big number.
We'll call a timeout here with 14 seconds to go. Because it's first and goal and we're knocking on the door.
14 seconds on the game clock.
2 yards separating us from 6 points. Oh, and he did not get there.
Push them back. The Patriots stop the clock and use their second timeout. 10 on the game clock.
All right, we got 10 seconds to go.
The Patriots.
And he's in, touchdown. J.R. Redmond, second score of the ball game. That one definitely caps it. And we will not have a repeat of a 17-0 game. It'll be 20-0, provided I hit the extra point. And good. So 8 seconds to go, which means we can kick this ball away, but we went 74 yards in 12 plays in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. That ain't bad. Especially in front of the home crowd here in Foxborough.
The kick is up. Kitchings has it. Will make the tackle.
So 5 seconds to go, and we'll see. Usually at a time like this, they will try and just
be able to withstand any challenge.
chuck it down the field.
Clock is at 5.
More often than not, the offense will try a Hail Mary here. But nope, ain't gonna get there, and that is your ball game. So we shut out the New York Jets 20-0, and more importantly, we managed to get through this game and keep Drew Bledsoe on his feet and completely healthy. So that means for us, we go to 3-0, and now we get to see who we will play next week, who are the Indianapolis Colts, which means we will have Drew Bledsoe and not Tom Brady taking on Peyton Manning here in Foxborough, which should be a really interesting game because Peyton Manning at this point in his career was very much establishing himself as the phenom in the same way that Drew Bledsoe had as he came out of Washington State in the 1993 season and looked to be the guy who was going to be running things as the best quarterback in the AFC. But we won't know until next time. So that is Sports Saturday for this week. If you've been enjoying the content, as always, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring the bell to be notified of new episodes as they come out. And be sure to follow us on social media through Instagram and Threads. Ronan's Retrocade helps spread the word about us so we can continue to build this channel and this community and make it bigger and better. My name is Ronan. It's been great to spend the Sports Saturday with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We will talk to you tomorrow for Sucker Punch Sunday. Bye.